friends are always shaping, and society is always doing its best to shape the way our kids think and the way our families focus. And so when I first got into ministry, we didn't have as much competing for our family's time, where families are making spiritual decisions based on their family's schedule. And so our job within youth ministry is to shape the hearts of the kids that we work and to look at how we can make them more, instead of being very self-focused, which is what the world is teaching them, how can we be other people focused? How can I serve my friends? How can I serve my family? How can I serve in my school? How can I serve the people that are around me? The first idea about YouthX came up. It was kind of we just want to bring junior high kids together to grow in their faith and knowledge of who God is and what he's done for them.
That's kind of the only reason we do it, right? Is for that student that doesn't attend youth group very much, but might be interested in going to this one-day event, and it looks kind of cool. But when they're there, they hear the gospel. They connect with their youth leader, and who knows what the Holy Spirit will do, and in some cases, a life is changed. In the early days, we were really just worried about getting one event off, and we didn't even know what the interest level was, so it was kind of a shot in the dark. We definitely wouldn't have been able to do the first year at all without the district support. We did a lot of advertising, a lot of direct communication, and had a pretty good turnout. I think we had like 110 or something like that, which was pretty good, but it wasn't enough to be self-sufficient. And this last year, I was really sweating it out. I think like a month out, we had like 40 people signed up. And I thought it was gonna be a huge flop. And kind of out of nowhere, we got this huge influx of people. We ended up with our most ever. We had 180 students and leaders attend. And I think it was a really clear picture of what the future looks like for YouthX. If I could talk to a junior hire or a parent who's on the fence about YouthX, I would say that if you go to YouthX, you're going to hear the gospel very clearly. You're going to hear it spoken in a way that's meaningful to you right where you are right now as a junior hire, with all of the quirks and the challenges that you're facing in this unique, awkward stage of life. You're going to hear a message that says God loves you just the way you are right now, and he has a beautiful future for you that includes the person he's leading you to be.
Because my passion has always been youth ministry, even after 30 years, I still love our Wednesday night program, I still love our Sunday night program, and so when you come as a youth ministry person, when you get 200 kids together, junior high kids together in a gym, and they're worshiping and praising God, you can't help but get just energized. It fills you up.
That people walk away with a deeper understanding of the gospel and what Christ has done for them specifically. It's for the sake of the gospel. And all of the other stuff is table dressing.
As you heard, I get the privilege of being the DC liaison for our district, and that means I get to hang out and talk with and encourage and care for and support the DCEs of our district in the highs and the lows of their ministry life and their family life as well. And I also get to walk alongside congregations as they call a DCE. I really pray that you heard the passion in Jim and Adam in that video, and just a strong desire that they had to bring just junior hires together for the gospel and to share that with them, to immerse them in that in a day of fun and excitement and worship and learning, and then to really come together, the two of them, to collaborate and then bring other DCEs, other congregations into that as well, to bring forth that YouthX gathering. And that's the type of collaboration and the partnership that we desire to see more and more of in the Pacific South District as we are redeemed to tell the good news of Jesus to children, to youth, and to families. We have other collaborations and partnerships as well, and I would like to invite Noel Fairchild up to tell us about a high school collaboration she's working on.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. My name is Noelle Fairchild. I am the DCE at Light of Christ Lutheran Church in Irvine, California. I grew up in this district, and of my 29 years of service, 25 of them have been here, and I love the Pacific Southwest District. In fact, I grew up in a smaller church, and we've talked a little bit about that during this convention, and I have a heart for the small church. And when I was a teenager, we had a non-existent youth group. But we had a mom in our church who was really sweet, and she said, "Hey, let's go to the district youth gathering." I was like, okay. Got to go to a hotel without my parents. It was the Red Lion Inn in Costa Mesa. And it was just filled with junior high kids, and it was the coolest thing. And I was like, hey, there's more than 3 Lutheran kids are out there. And I had so much fun at that gathering, and I would say that experience was a part of my foundation and part of the reason I went into the vocation of DCE ministry. And I was thinking, as growing up in this district, and I wanted to create those experiences for kids as well. Now, our district no longer does the big youth gatherings anymore, but I wanted to create something, a retreat or experience, and to collaborate with other DCEs. See, I can put together a high school youth retreat for about 10 to 15 kids all on my own, and that would be a lot of work for me. And so I just thought it would be more fun to collaborate with other DCEs, volunteer youth leaders, and put something together a little bit bigger. So our high school youth group, we put together a retreat called Winter Blast, and we rent facilities at a YMCA camp in Big Bear, California. And so in the last couple of years, I've really reached out to people in my area and the volunteers, the smaller ones, the youth groups that have 1 or 2 kids, because it's more fun to collaborate. To put it together, someone can do the Bible studies, someone can do the budget, someone can work at the facilities, they can do all the little parts, and we can brainstorm together and meet together and really encourage each other to do it. So we're able to put together a retreat for 40 to 50 kids, and that's a bigger difference than my small group of 10, but also for those little churches, they can feel a part of something bigger. And I loved being a part of it. And there's actually some DCs in this room that I actually got to collaborate with, and it was a really, it was a great experience. So just to encourage other churches to reach out, don't be silos. It's better to work together to multiply our ministry. Thank you.
Thanks to Noelle and the other 8 or 9 churches that are part of this collaboration as they gather together to put on this retreat each year. It's been going on for a number of years now, so we're thankful for that. And the district really stands ready to come alongside congregations in whatever way we can. Sometimes that's seed money, as you heard from Adam with YouthX. Sometimes it's just the encouragement and helping resource that in different ways. It could be publicity and working with contracts with maybe it's a camp or a hotel maybe even. We can come alongside and be part of that and provide that guidance. There's one more partnership I'd like to share with you, and it's just it's a wrap-up video from a junior high camp that churches in Arizona have been doing for many, many years now. And so this is just a wrap-up video of that camp and the fun, the excitement, the worship, the play that's been part of that. And so please show that video. You want to go? Yeah, well, it's coming up next, a year from, in May. They have to do it every May. And this last year was a collaboration of 8 churches in the Valley, and just what came out of some grassroots efforts, as all of these have, of DCEs and congregations coming together to provide these different activities. St. Paul declares that to the church in Ephesus that God can do more than we can ask or imagine, and I truly believe that as we partner to share Jesus. Together, let's have a wild imagination. These different partnerships that you just heard about bring together some 20 churches that are working together to provide different activities. And we just really desire as a district to foster more and more of these types of relationships and endeavor to really intentionally encourage and facilitate more collaboration. And I can see partnerships in all kinds of ways. Use your imagination, dream big, dream wild, and then come together and partner to make things happen. Just a couple other things that are going on. You may have heard that there's a youth gathering taking place in a couple weeks in New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 724 youth and adults from our district going. That represents 49 congregations. And then we'll have a separate event at the very end of that. It's just a boat ride, a Natchez steamboat, where we'll have some jazz music and a meal, New Orleans-style food, and just some fellowship and fun. So that's a part of that. We have about 450 or so youth and adults that'll be a part of that as well. And the youth gathering is really a big collaboration across the synod for kids and adults to come together. The last thing, just a little update on just DCE ministry in our district. We have 48 DCEs that are in ministry, called into different ministries. Most of those are in congregational settings where they're doing the traditional children's, youth, young adult, education, all those different types of ministries. We also have 19 DCEs that are called to schools, everywhere from preschools all the way to Concordia University. So DCEs are doing a variety of different ministries. A couple are even music ministers in our churches. And we are currently seeking to find DCEs for 4 congregations. Some of you that in this room are feeling that frustration of trying to get workers, DCEs, to come to our district. It's a challenge, and I would encourage you to pray for workers, not just DCEs, but all workers, pastors, educators, to have a willingness to come and partner with us in this district. But I know that's a struggle and a challenge as we go forward. Thank you for recognizing National DCE Day yesterday. Facebook was full of all kinds of fun things with that, for the Synod to do that. So thank you for recognizing that and for your continued support and care for DCEs in our district. And thank all of you for the partnership that we share as we have been redeemed to tell.